Hi there, I'm Rebecca from the Busy Woman's Garden, and this quick video I give 3 tips on how to deal with weeds and pests in the garden. So my first tip is around weeds, and my biggest tip to not have to do too much weeding, which unfortunately is probably unavoidable at times, but to keep it to a minimum, is to plant as many plants as you possibly can of those that you do want. If you can allow weeds less space to get established in the first place, you'll have less of a battle trying to keep them under control. So plant lots and lots of plants is the first tip. Where you get them and how you get them are things I talk about often in the group. So keep tuned and you will find out about that. Then my next tip is around slugs, because they're probably the bane of your life the same way as they are the bane of mine at times. So you won't win the war with slugs. So the best thing I think to do is to try and avoid the war with the slugs by planting plants that they don't like to eat. And there are plenty of plants that they're not so keen on, and these will survive much more easily than the ones that they enjoy. So that is my tip. There are a list in the group, and there's also 50 in my get started in gardening pack, if that's something you want a little bit more information on. So that's my second tip. My last tip is, if you really can't resist planting some of the plants that slugs also love, like dahlias and hostas, which are my ones that are slug fodder most of the time, then you need to try and plant them in environments where the slugs are not so happy to coexist. So you can plant them in the ground, but keep mulch or any hiding places for slugs away from them, so they'll hide under the foliage of other plants. So if you can try and plant your dahlias and hostas in clear areas where the slugs have to come out into the open more, chances are they'll be a little bit more safe. And the other thing you can do is plant the hostas in particular in pots with the copper tape around the top of the pots, because the slugs definitely don't like to travel over that. So those are my 3 tips for dealing with weeds and pests in the garden. And if you like this, please don't forget to download my 5 quick garden wins, which is a little ebook for giving a few tips to get started in gardening, and also subscribes you to my mailing list, which has weekly emails with other tips and ideas and thoughts from the garden. So talk to you soon. Bye.